Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back. Day 2 of the Doucette Fundraiser. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside Miss Stephanie Toy.
Hello, everybody.
How are you today?
I could be shooting better.
Well, I
So,
mean, isn't that true with almost
sorry, everybody that
everybody?
had to watch that.
It's not terrible stuff.
I don't, actually, I was just saying, I don't remember the last time I hit a ball on a diamond. It is definitely different. And if and when I win a lottery,
Yeah.
maybe it'll
Well,
happen.
I had a chance today, up until somebody told me that it wasn't one. At least I thought I still had a chance, but I didn't.
The last person I played was Norm. I don't know. In 3 years, Norm's the last person I played.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't played since Vegas 3 years ago.
That's crazy. Georgios is saying that his last pool game was was actually against Norm 3 years ago.
No, like at his house in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
Fun
that's
fact.
a little bit of time between pool games.
It's crazy, actually, how time flies through this whole pandemic. It's crazy to think that we've been going through this for 2 years already.
Mm-hmm. Tis true. So Chris Demir is at the table. High ball looking okay. I'm fairly certain the 10, he can get onto the 10. That'll pass the 15 ball. Sitting good for the 11. Could even take it off the 1 ball if you need to pop out. Sit for the 13. And this right here, this is probably the key shot to the rack.
I like just making this 11 just stop shot for the 15, 10 on the left side.
I don't mind even floating forward a bit. If you can get straight in on the 10 ball, then you got the 15. 15 leads you quite naturally over for the 9 ball. Yeah, even that'll work.
Yeah, use the 3 as a
Bump into
stopper.
the 3, yeah. And at the same time, it'll actually tie up the 3-7 if and or when the case of a miss would occur.
It's got a nice angle here to get around for the 9 on the left side.
And shooter's choice, whether you go once or twice.
3 times.
3 times a lady. Very nice. Nice little draw shot for the 8 to the top right-hand corner, and we'll have game 1 done. Hopefully everybody's doing well on this fine Saturday afternoon. A little bit overcast here in Calgary, but temperature-wise, not terrible.
Yeah, it's nice and cool out.
Mr. Demir is making short work of that rack, taking a 1-0 lead.
Chris.
Do let us know, guys, if our volume is good. If we need to adjust it, let us know. And while you're doing that, you may as well smash that share button down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen there. Just because you can.
Rack number 2 with Chris to break.
And for those that are just joining in, it is the Norm Doucette Fundraiser. Norm is a local Calgary player. He is fighting the big fight, so we have a fundraiser going for him all weekend long. Yesterday was 9 ball on the 7 foots. Today's 8 ball on the 7 foots. Tomorrow is Scotch doubles. So if you happen to be in and around the Calgary area, come on down. A touch late today, but you can always get in tomorrow for Scotch doubles. Another good break there.
Yeah, actually, I really like how this is laying out.
The 1-3 could be trouble here.
A little bit tricky. I don't mind high
Right.
ball either.
I don't mind high ball, but there's really not a good starting option on high ball. So 4, 5, 2 onto the 6. Four, 2, 5, shooter's choice. But then what do you do from there? Right, 7's got a home in, looks like 4 of the pockets, but it's the 1, 3 that's going to cause the issue. He decides to leave the 5 ball alone as a security blanket.
I don't mind just coming off this rail here and taking the 7 to the bottom right.
I think I'm actually going to force this way over, all the way to the right-hand side. That puts me onto the 3 ball. The 7, I believe, passes the 10 to the top left-hand corner. That takes care of a couple of the troubles, and then it's just shaping out the 1. Well, he didn't want to punch the 1 way over there. Kind of wanted to come underneath that. And this is why he left the security blanket. But still, even tough to do from here.
Actually, Grant, you were down in Vegas at the CCS tournament that year, 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Well, is that the ACS?
ACS, yeah.
ACS.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember who else was there.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Did he get there? I think he's there. In on the 7 ball, down to the bottom right-hand corner. Still not easy from here.
No, I think he's got just enough angle to come behind that 3. Oh,
Sticky
bobbles it.
pocket. Well, he was in on the 3. I don't know if it passes the 9 ball. I guess it must if he played it that way.
Yeah, I think it does.
And does the 1 pass? You got a bird's eye look over there. Does the 1
do
pass
not
between the 13, 15?
I don't think so. So Giorgio's has got his first look at the table here.
Yeah, he hasn't had a look since he broke the first game. But he's staring down a pretty decent table for tying the ball game, that's for certain.
That's what happens when your opponent takes all the traffic away.
Yeah, it tends to make it a little bit easier, but we were talking about this last night where, you know, even when you get down to the nitty-gritty and you've got, you get a ball in hand with 4 balls left and you tend to take it a little bit cavalier and you don't map it out, you don't kind of plan things the same way, and I tend to find it's kind of the same way here. You know what I mean? You can more or less kind of free stroke everything, but you really can't. You can find yourself getting into a little bit of trouble. Right, you really have to map it out before you start playing. Because right now the 13 ball sitting on the rail.
Yeah, I was just looking at that 13. I'm not really sure.
Does it sneak by?
It's going to play in off the 7. That was a nice shot.
That was a really good shot. Made it look really easy. That was not an easy shot. Made it look easy though.
I think I like here. I like taking the 11 and then the 9 and taking that 8 either into the side or it can go to the top right.
I actually like it the other way. I like the 9 then 11. 9 ball.
Yeah.
Depending on the angle, right? If you can't get on the 11 from taking the 9, then yes, of course you take the 11. But I don't mind the 9 first, and then you can just pop the rail and the 8 goes straight into the side pocket.
So that's kind of like where I wanted to be for the 8.
Yeah. So if he would have taken out the 9 ball and then just did exactly that, he's sitting in perfect.
You know what? Honestly, I don't even remember what I said. I think I said 9-11.
Mm-hmm.
Or did I say 11-9?
He said 11-9.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. Look out.
No problem, no problem.
Gets away with it a little bit there. It does pass. Oh, by a truckload.
Yeah, no problem. Just make the ball, make the ball.
Yeah, you got to hit this with a touch of inside on it. And that touch of inside came back to haunt him. However, kind of got away with it. Chris is going to have to find a way to play underneath the 1 ball here. So does he go for it right away off this 3 ball? Pot the 3, have a little touch of right-hand spin. Check the side rail and back underneath. I think you kind of have to based on the layout. Certainly more difficult to execute than what it looks like. He hit it really well.
That'll work.
A little bit hampered by the 8 ball. But really nothing to do. Just make the 1 ball. Should have auto shape for the 7. Leads pretty naturally to the 8 ball. Tough to judge the distance between the cue ball and the 8 ball and how much he's got to jack the cue up to get into that cue ball. A little bit outside. That's going to leave Giorgio's pretty dead in. We should have tie ball game. So format today, 8 ball BCA rules. Race to 5 on the A side, race to 5 on the B side. Tie ball game. And if you are new to Q Sports Live, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the live stream.
Oh, all I smell is bacon. It smells so good. Rack number 3, Giorgio's to break.
Apparently nobody's got their volume on, or all 46 viewers.
This is a little tricky, this rack here, just this bottom right-hand corner.
I don't mind low ball here. Get in on the 2. The 2 passes the 10 ball. I just can't tell whether the 1 passes the 12. From camera angle, it looks like it would. But if not, you can punch it over there. Just leave yourself the angle on the 2. So I don't mind low ball here. I'm going to go 3, 4, 7 ball. 2, bump the 1, leave the 6 ball as a security blanket. Oops. You must complete the first part of that equation and make the shot. Although I don't know if it really changes much as far as the run out. Right now with the 4 ball there, I actually don't mind taking out the 3 ball and then just bringing the cue ball back to kind of where it was. It's now
That worked out pretty good.
it did. I think you kind of got away with it a little bit there.
Rearrange the furniture a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is wide open now.
Yeah, everything has a home. Does not want to be straight on this 7 ball though. Looks like he does have a little bit of angle, but certainly not as much as I think he wanted there. See if he goes forward 2. Look out, 8
just
ball.
gets by.
A little bit of a jelly rub. It still makes it a little more difficult than it needed to be. Perhaps in this case, you leave the 4 ball, you take the 6, draw into the 12 ball. Sets you onto the 1, because trying to shape the angle that you need on the 6 ball from here could be really difficult.
Ooh.
Straight into the side pocket. Really not a lot here for Georgios to do either. Probably start with the 12 ball. I'm going to put the 12 into the bottom left-hand corner. Take the combo from there. 15-11, I think that is. So shooter's choice here. You may even take the 10 ball before you take the combo. Depends on kind of those little finicky angles that we don't get to see from this side of the camera. I kind of don't mind leaving the 10 ball. I think I'm going to take the combo first. It looks a little off angle, so I'll probably take the combo first and just draw for the 10, because doing this, you do run the risk of that 15 ball getting hung up where the 1 is. Oh no, he had good angle there.
A little tappy tap.
Sorry, I had your volume still off.
Just a little tappy tap.
A little tappy tap.
Center table for the 9. That will do.
And I think I just roll this up and play the 8 to the right-hand side. Yeah.
Most natural.
Who did he just say?
Chan and somebody
Oh,
on table
okay.
6.
No, no. we talked about that at the start, putting Giorgio's Zigagopoulos, or yeah, Zigopoulos. There's not enough. No. We should have just put Ziggy.
I feel like George has had to deal with that his entire life.
I would think so.
My name?
Yeah.
Your name being so long.
Yeah. Actually, my name when I first moved from Greece was ZY. So in class, it was like Zigopoulos, I was always the last. And then they changed it to ZI. And there was one person after me finally. So
I know the feeling.
yeah, exactly.
The last name of Zemp, I was
You would've
always
been
last.
after me and did-
Yes.
I? No.
No,
I
I.
don't even know. See, I'm not even Canadian. I don't know the alphabet. So I was thinking of the Greek alphabet.
Yeah, there were not too many names that were called after Zemp.
Yeah.
A little bit of a loose rack.
I tell you, it feels
On
good
that.
to be back in a pool hall.
Oh, it sure does. Georgios is just saying it feels good to be back in the pool halls, competing, playing, and I concur. Really good to get back on the mic. So we'll be live here again, all day today. Scotch doubles tomorrow, and then in a couple of weeks we've got the Barry Huey Memorial.
The weekend of the 8th.
Yeah, and that one is a full field, 64 capped, $100 entry fee.
I believe it's still full. It was full post or pre.
It's still full. There was
pre-restriction.
a waiting list.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
So that is a full 64. on the 8th.
So looking forward to that. And after that, yet to be seen. Really not a whole lot going on with the new restrictions that were imposed on Alberta.
Yeah, nothing scheduled so far.
Nothing scheduled after that. So it may be a little bit of CSL after dark in the basement, but we'll do whatever we need to do and whatever we can do to kind of keep the wheels turning forward. And hopefully at some point we can get back to some sense of normalcy, and Q Sports Live can get back to doing what we were doing prior, traveling all over Canada, all over the United States, and doing everything from juniors, amateurs, right up straight through to the pro events. Looking forward to traveling again at some point. What's going on, Todd? Been a minute. Thanks for tuning in. While you're here, you may as well slap that share button down at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Let's get some viewers in. I know it's Saturday afternoon and people are probably still out golfing and doing what they can do.
Last couple of weekends of nice weather.
Well, and I think with the imposed restrictions that are being put in place, people are kind of out doing what they can prior to the 25th.
So for those of you who are not aware of the Alberta restrictions, they just imposed last week that in order to go to any non-essential businesses, you must have a minimum of one of the vaccines, and past the 25th of October, they were requiring you to do 2.
Yep.
So numbers have dropped a little bit.
Yep.
We're just working with what we got.
Exactly. How are you, Warren? Good to see you on. Yeah, some nice weather to order some Christmas cookies.
It is going to be a busy season, I'm sure of it. Always is.
Look at this draw. Does he get the jelly rub?
Oh, a little nudge.
He gets the jelly rub. Really nice shot.
Just a little nudge. That 8 ball's still a little tricky, though.
It is. I think it passes the 3 in between that window to the top right-hand corner, but he would have to put a good stroke to get there.
Yeah, he's going to have to end up nice on this 14 ball.
Does not want to be straight. I always prefer having a little bit of rail, and I can just draw and control that draw. Looks like he's going to go forward. I don't mind the forward here. A little bit of left-hand spin, come out 2 rails.
Oh, he did that good.
No, that was perfect. Perfect will do. It works. Oh, yes, or a negative test. Yeah,
That is
really well done. We have a battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the negative test will also work. Like
will.
Warren said there, it's got to be within 72 hours
Yeah.
of service. So, and it has to be from a privately funded,
Just a PCR test.
yeah, but it can't be from AHS.
Yes, true. Yeah.
So you actually have to go and pay for it.
Oh, very nice. Joel says, pool on the phone, college football on the TV. It's a good day. It is a good day. And for those that are just tuning in, it is the Norm Doucette Fundraiser. All weekend long yesterday, we had 9 ball on the 7 foots. Today's 8 ball on the 7 foots. Tomorrow is Scotch doubles. So if you are in and around the Calgary area and you want to come down tomorrow, help support Norm, he is a staple in the Calgary pool scene, and he is fighting the good fight. So we will do anything and everything that we can to assist him in that fight. Sandra, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. And while everybody's online with us, you may as well hit that share button. And if you are new to Q Sports Live, let me know. I'll give you a shout out on the live stream.
That was a nice little back cut.
It was, yeah.
Giorgio's there.
Yeah, looking good. Again, everything has a home here. It comes down to table mapping. So he may have to push forward for the 10 here. Right? 9 ball's going to be the issue on the table. Unless the 9 passes between the 110. Which I
sure
would
does.
say it probably does based on the way he played that. But again, right, got to come with a few good shots here. Really well done. Angle's always a good thing, especially when you're playing an 8-ball. Very seldom do you want to have straight in unless you're shooting at the 8-ball. Right, being on the right side of the ball is also important. Oh, he goes rail first. Yikes.
A little heavy, but it
It'll
still
work though.
works.
Yeah, you can put the 13 to the left side, a little bit of draw off the back rail because the 15 ball passes the 8 down to the, or up to the top right-hand corner. He also has the option of the side pocket, but I think based on the angle he's in on the 13, nice little choppy draw stroke here, come down off the bottom rail, and that 15 goes straight to the corner. Now to the side.
Down to this. Oh, I mean, he could do the corner still.
He could. I don't think he will.
If he takes the side, he's going into that 8-ball, I think.
Yeah, you kind of got to featherweight it.
Just push it closer to that top corner.
Yeah, the problem is with the angle he's got on the 15, that 8's going to push towards the 4 ball. So you really got to watch the weight here. Draws past it. Smart shot. Doesn't want to be on the rail.
That was
Well
good out.
done.
Good out.
Back to back. It is morning pool for me. I can't play this good in the morning.
I'm feeling it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Honestly, last night was a late night.
It was. And you know, when you're not used to kind of commentating and doing those things, and then you put in a big day, we left here at 2:30 this morning. And of course, by the time you drive home and then you get there and get to bed and unwind, it's, you know, probably 3 o'clock. Now, I was fortunate. I hit the spot right as soon as I laid down. I hit the right spot. But it was a long day.
It's a high ball.
And a low ball.
And a low ball.
And I really do like that format of in 8-ball of take what you make. I really like that format.
Yeah, it's just one more element just to make it a little tougher. Take away one option, you know. Chris got a nice opener here for low ball, which I think I prefer for sure.
Yeah, with the 9, 13, 15, 12, 9, or sorry, 12, 14. Kind of think low ball would be a no-brainer here. Yeah, absolutely, Dave. We may be forced back. We'll be back live in a couple of weeks for the Barry Huey Memorial. That'll be here again at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. And that is a full field, 64 players, $100 entry fee. So I would suspect that that'll be a really long weekend. That'll be the 98er. It's 9-ball on the 9 foots on the A side, 8-ball on the 7 foots on the B side. So I will be on the B side right away because I just don't play enough on the 9-foot tables. But yeah, certainly glad to be out and not be in the basement for a little bit. However, after the Huey Memorial, there's really not a lot scheduled with the new restrictions and so on and so forth. So we may be right back doing CSL After Dark in the basement for a little bit anyway.
Trying to soak it up while we can.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, Sandra. This is kind of, I guess, one of the things that we really do make a conscious effort at with Q Sports Live is the educational piece, the educational component, and of course one of the greats, JJ Jeremy Jones, he does it as well. When you're commentating, and just give the give the viewers how to hit it, whether it's bottom left, bottom right, whatever. Kind of map out the table. We really make a conscious effort to do that, as well as pay attention to all of the different comments. Bill and Aurora, how are you? And we would not miss this, being that this is for Norm Doucette, again, local player to Calgary, salt of the earth type of guy, and he's not only had the battle and he's fighting the good fight, battling cancer, but 20 years ago was down in Vegas for pool and had a really massive heart attack, and had to go and have a heart transplant and so on and so forth. So. And I do believe that that's one of the reasons why he is the way he is. Doesn't take anything for granted, lives each day as it is, and that's just who Norm is. He's a salt of the earth kind of guy, and he'd give you the shirt off the back if you needed it. So, for us to reciprocate and dedicate and put in a little bit of time on a microphone for him, I'd do that all day, every day. That's just the type of fella that he is. So, we're happy to do it. And everybody needs a Norm in their life, right?
Yeah.
That one guy that's just the salt of the earth. He's kind of a staple in the pool community, and he was here yesterday. Put in a good shift yesterday, and unfortunately putting that shift in kind of wore him out. So he's not with us today, but he will be here tomorrow.
Chris is going to get another stab at this table here. Should be fairly tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, I can't see any reason why this doesn't become a tie ball game here. Chris plays well. He's put in some time.
He has put in a lot of time and effort into his game over the last year or two.
Seems to be kind of the general attitude here in Calgary. If those that want to really get better, they put the time in. Seems to be a lot of players in Calgary that are doing that right now.
We have, with the pandemic situation, of course, a lot of players don't have a whole lot of choice. There wasn't a whole lot of places to play. But we're pretty blessed here in Calgary to have such a strong pool scene.
Well, we may as well use that as a segue, Steph, because we always have options. The CSL IPL, Q Sports Live International Pool League. It is a ghost league. Open to all players around the world. If you have access to a table or a table at home, you have the ability to play. You can check it out. More info, www.cslipl.com. More information on the website. Next session starts November 1. We'll have 3-man teams starting this as well.
Oh, Norm's at home watching and
listening.
listening.
Right on. Yeah, Norm, hey, listen, I can only spit out the truth, man. And that's the truth.
We're blessed to have you, Norm. In any capacity that we can have you.
Yeah, he is that guy.
I think George needs to go low ball here. High ball is looking a little uninviting.
Well, with the 12, 9, 11, 14 all clustered, all at different angles, I would have to concur with your assessments.
A little uninviting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of work over on that end of the table. Hey, I can spit out a Connemawak.
I said it perfectly in my head.
Right? It's just the translation of going from my brain out through my mouth. It loses something, but I did good there. Not bad. Hey, Dave. I learned a thing or two.
I think he just caught you on a good day.
He did. I've had my coffee today, so. it to be a little straighter on this. On the, is that, what ball is that? The green one.
The 6.
Why can't I remember that? These colors throw me off.
It's green. It's still
I
a
know,
6.
right? There's the brain fog that I
I
have.
don't mind this. A nice angle on the 6. Could end up perfect on the 5.
I would have preferred coming to the bottom side of center. Just makes it much easier just to float in. Right now you're a little bit off angle here on the 5 ball. And if
See
you
it? I
chip
like
any
just-
part of that 7 or 4 ball, you're going to send the 4 into that 10-15.
I like just a little bit of stun on this 5 for the 1, and then
Yeah,
take
but
the 4 ball down.
you're not straight in on the 5.
But that's why it's just a little bit of stun. You just slide over a little bit.
I think he's got to go forward and push into the 1.
Oh, he's going to do the 4 first. That'll also work.
This will do. That'll work.
This match is going to be neck and neck the whole way through. Great shooting by both these players.
They came to play today. See whether he just stuns this ball and plays the 8 to the side, or whether he just kind of floats this forward. Whether he goes off the end rail or not, who knows, but play that down to the bottom left-hand corner. Bigger pocket to play down to the left. Oh, he tried to come on top and underhit it.
It's okay. Just make the ball.
Yeah, you
Make
gotta
the ball, watch the side pocket.
Watch the side pocket.
It's in. Very nice.
He hit
out.
that really well. Ziggy taking that game, taking a lead as well. 4-3, leading over Chris Demirs. Not bad for a fella that hasn't played for 3 years. Not bad for a fella that hasn't played for 3 years.
Not bad. It's something about Norm's event that brings it out.
Yeah, right?
Actually, a small story if you want to share is when I moved to Calgary.
Oh, hold on.
Small story about
Yeah.
Norm. When I moved to Calgary from Brooks, I started in the pool scene, and I didn't even know there was a thing in league in Calgary. And I got on a team, and I was playing B2 at the time. And we made it to Vegas. That's when they gave out trips back in the day. And I was playing in Vegas, and Norm happened to be walking past and seen me and with some other people from Calgary. Says, you shouldn't be playing in B2. You're playing Masters next year with me. And I just never looked back. Been playing Masters ever since with Norm. So
Very nice.
It's a classic Norm story
Yeah,
where he just kind of takes you under his wing and
right? Yanks you up from the bottom and brings it to the top.
yeah. There's probably hundreds or thousands of those stories floating around in Calgary.
Oh, for sure.
If you're any sort of pool player in Calgary, you know who Norm is.
Of course. Of course. And not only who he is, but the influence that he has on people.
Yeah, well, like the who he is, you know? It is no wonder how he got such great turnouts for the last couple weekends for his fundraisers.
Yeah,
like
for
everybody
sure.
just wants to support.
Well, like I said, we'll do everything that we can possibly do to aid and assist. Not only financially, right? And I want to take it, just beyond fundraising and giving money, but, emotionally and support and so on and so forth. We will do whatever we need to do for you, Normie. And I gotta say, Giorgio's looking at a fairly nice table here. Pretty tic-tac-toe-ish,
Yeah,
especially if the 7 goes.
that 7 ball is pretty locked up on that 8, but
Does
he
it go to the
obviously-
side?
Yeah,
If it goes to the side, you can almost put a bow on this one,
get to the 7 from the 3.
right? What's going on, Mr. Jacobson? I was hoping I would see you here today. Kind of got a little bit off angle here on the 5 ball, but he's sitting perfect. Just kind of touch into that 7-8. kind of break it out a little bit. It sets you perfect on the 2, and you can shape it out from there.
Just give it a little nudge.
Just give it a little nudge. Right, you don't want to overhit because that could potentially bring in the 10 ball, and you don't want to be sitting behind the 10. Busy, busy. I got you. I hear you, Cliff.
Cliff's always a busy bee.
He is a busy bee. It's good for him.
Oh, we took a 3 first.
Oh, look out. Look out. Doesn't want to be there. Well, this has made this a touch harder. So I think if I'm Georgios, I'm still shooting the 5 ball. I'm putting it to the bottom left-hand corner. And you got to go 3 rails back around and hope that the 7 passes the 8 to the top left-hand corner.
I don't know if it does, honestly. I think he's just caught behind the edge of that 8.
Yeah, then you're really going to have to power this thing and get yourself onto the 2. Either way, I'm playing the 5 ball to the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, it must go. It must go. Can he use the 10 as a stopper? Punch in the 7 ball, cue ball off the 8, off the 10, and a hit and stick off the 10. Just like that.
Just rolls it in.
Just like that.
That is pocket weight.
That is shot perfect. Like I drew it up on a blueprint. Oh, look out. Look out. Well, what do you do here?
Diamond tables, the rails are live. That came back a lot further than I think that he was planning. He
He's
barely
looking
topped
to-
that too.
Yeah, he is looking to play the 5 off the 14 to the top right hand. Problem I have with it is where's the cue ball? Right? Might be able to punch into the 9. That would leave him nice on the 8. Just don't get stuck behind the 9. Oh, he
does it
feathers
go?
it. He feathers it.
It almost went. I thought that actually, I thought he was going to make it.
Well, I mean,
a
good
great
news,
try.
bad news, right? Bad news, he missed it, but he's left Chris a little bit of a tester here. 15-14. Combo Nation.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah. No
Going
risk.
for the combo.
No risk, no reward.
In off the 5.
Oh, and he sticks it. Although, now I believe the 5 is frozen to that back rail, so it makes this shot just a little trickier. That's exactly what he's looking at. So do you, I mean, you get to see the full ball, but really tough shot. So do you take the 1 rail kick?
I think
Right?
I just put a ton of inside on it.
I think I just shoot it straight and I try to use the 10 as a stop.
He's going with the inside.
That's the problem with the inside.
Oh, walked up. Almost. Just a small gap between the cue ball and the 10.
Can he even see the 13 or is he locked up? If he's got to shoot the 9 ball here,
Yeah, I don't
this
think.
makes a tough out.
I don't know if he can see the 13.
Here's the shot. Just chip the 14, make the 5 ball, and leave the 14 and the cue ball behind each other. Right, just kind of shift the 14 off the rail, block the 8 ball. That's the shot.
I would have been able to make that hold.
He can see the 13. I thought he was cut off from the 13. Do you leave yourself some good angle here? Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Leave himself the angle off the 9 to punch down into the 14-5. I like that.
Open up the pocket.
Yeah, open up the pocket. The 15 is sitting down there as security, so. Did he go far enough? I think so. For tournament life, this is the shot.
Is this tournament life? Is this B-side?
Georgios is on the hill.
But it's not tournament life. This is match life.
Match life, yes, sorry.
Oh, he missed it.
Overpowered it.
He missed it.
But you know what? He's put the 8 ball in a much better position, so he can just take the 10 ball, punch into the 5, call the 10, just in case, right? You want to put bottom on the cue ball. That puts top on the 10 ball. Call the 10 ball, and if you make it, great. If not, you leave a tough bank.
It could be Norm. I don't have a draw sheet in front of me.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether this is...
Oh, no, it is B-side because Chris lost to Tyson.
I'm up. Table 4. I won't get to see the ending. Well, that's all right. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Steph. I don't know whether Ben's jumping in or not, but I will see you guys back here in a few.
Oh, that is crafty. That was crafty. Very sneaky. I applaud your sneakiness.
What a shot Chris played there.
That was.
Super crafty, right?
Oh, Sandra says that she's got a 8-foot Brunswick looking to get rid of. I may know somebody.
Another good shot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the shot. I don't know if Giorgio saw that before. There wasn't much he could do. Jailed him here. Like, gonna masse it and try to bank it. Wonder if we can see from the side view how hooked he is. Oh, yeah, he tried to bank it. What's gonna happen here though? Is this gonna get tight on this ball? Ooh.
Yowza.
Yeah, that
The safety game here just got really nasty.
did it ever. Chris is gonna
Escalated quickly.
Chris is switching hands for that ball. Good control.
That was very nice.
Hill action coming up here. Straight in to tie it up. Gonna be Giorgio's break. Ooh. He looked a little concerned at first.
Yeah, Chris, I think you may have been right. I actually just missed. I watched it, and then I thought about it. I think that when Giorgio's made that shot out of the corner, I think he clipped the 10 ball
The
first.
8, yeah.
Before he. But it
maybe.
happened so fast.
Turned out it didn't really matter either. It
No.
was, you might have put ball in hand there and not shot it left-handed, but
Yeah. He did it right. Yeah, it took me a second to compute that. Whether that actually was the case or not.
yeah, which is funny because I was just so much looking at the 8 that it never crossed my mind. You might
Yeah.
have flipped that stripe.
Yeah. It happens.
Sweetly. I think the next match here is going to be Kelly Lydiard and Tyson
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Baudistil.
Baudistil, yeah.
Baudistil. Should be a gooder. It's always nice to get Ghost League players
Yes.
playing on the stream live, see what they're made of. Kelly plays more than anyone. Well, he smashed that break. Cue ball's right in the middle. Did not make one. So if Chris can get short side on the 6 ball to play the 6 in the bottom left, then all these balls go pretty easy after that. The 4 passes the 14 with lots of room into that top left. He needs to be just a little further than where he's pointing because he doesn't want to be going into the 14 when he plays the 6. I think it's better to be on that side of the ball than going into the 14.
Yeah.
Control this a lot easier.
And the 4-ball passes, yes?
Yeah, lots of room. He does have to shoot this 6 now, though. I don't think he was looking at maybe the 3 first. I think the 6 is the shot. You got to be brave here. You make one good pot, kind of slide between maybe the 1, 5, 2. Could play the 5 in the top left next, maybe.
That's a great shot.
Oh, real smooth. Stayed down really nice on that ball. His last match went hill too with Tyson.
That's right.
And he had a chance after he had the first chance after the break, so he's definitely thinking about that right now. Hopefully not too much. So I could play the 3 with like a little bit of inside spin and then try to play the 5 next, but it's a little touchy. I don't mind going backwards with low right and play the 5 in the same pocket as the 3. Just this can be a bit of a touchy shot, playing this with inside, trying to hold it.
He did that nicely.
That's a good shot. So now it's all about the 2 ball, really. Does he play it next in the side?
2-ball, I believe, comes down to the bottom right corner. It passes that 9-ball.
That would be really handy if it does.
I'm sitting right down the pipe.
Lots of room.
It has room.
Drew into the 4 ball.
So now the 4-ball is the issue.
Disastrous. That it's not going to be easy from here.
Yeah, he needs to get short side on that 4-ball. Not a whole lot of options there, or find a way to bump it out. I think it's easier just coming up short side on it, though.
And I don't think banking it anywhere is an option either, so otherwise you might think about the bank side. I think the 15's right in the way. First he's got to put a clean stroke on this ball. Oh, he drills it in. What a shot.
Genius.
That was a huge stroke.
So does the 4-ball come to the corner?
It does for sure.
It's tight. Giorgio says it's tight.
But I don't even know if he has to do that. I think he could punch into the 15 and shoot the 4 in the lower left.
It's possible. I always just like to look just in case that's where you end up, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Got to make sure. on this ball especially. He just made a really good shot, so this ball is very key. One good shape shot. He's out.
I like how he's taking his time, calming the nerves after making a great shot like that. Sometimes you get a little overexcited, you know?
Oh, no.
I don't think Georgios was planning to get back to the table here. It's a little bit of a gift.
Yeah, and he's laid pretty good. I don't really see what happened there. He must have just lifted his head a bit. Tip just lifted up a touch. I mean, obviously he was worried about the rub. Didn't want to crash into the 15. He was trying to split the window. Took his eye off the ball. We've all been there. So busy looking at the cue ball, you don't even look at the ball you're shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is pretty much tic-tac-toe. The 8 over the side, too, is going to make it so he doesn't really have to worry about what ball he uses for an out ball. I think I'll probably use the 14 near the top left. That'll be his last ball. Roll this, roll that. Little angle on the 12. Curtains. And I think I'll be abandoning you after this match.
Oh, is that right?
I have a match too.
I think I have a match coming up too.
Does
soon.
everybody have a match?
Probably.
I'm gonna find somebody to sit in and do commentary. Is that something we've never had Jeff on the mic? Why does Jeff never go on the mic?
How come Jeff gets get away with it?
First time for everything.
Pretty lucky in this room today, actually. We've got lots of people that'll sit in. Like Johnny will sit in.
Johnny's playing too, though.
He's got to be done soon.
He's always done soon.
We got Johnny, we got Larry.
Oh yeah,
Jeff.
Larry's playing too. We're all just playing at the same time. It happens. Well, first, this is Georgios trying to finish this match off. Needs a little angle on the 12 next. Where's he going? He needs a little angle on the 12. Keyword being little. He's got a lot now. You know, watch this 8 ball doesn't come out and get you here. Yeah, Sandra, YouTube is slower today. I noticed that too. Usually it is the other way around. It's got a way bigger delay. Oh, he hit it good. Doesn't want this to be on the rail. This shot's going to be real tough. I think he got just enough of a bounce.
Just got to make this ball natural shape on that 8.
Oh, and he hit it sweet. And he's going to land straight in the side. It's a good little finish there from Georgios. He's going to move him on through the B side.
What a great match that was. Neck and neck the whole way.
Yeah, really good match. And Chris is going to be a little gutted after that. 2 hill losses. But we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all how you bounce back, right?
But you know, the thing is that he didn't shoot terrible. He
No, and
shot
it's
really strong. A couple of really
That's
great
right.
safety shots and
breaking good and just
Yeah.
he did all the right things. Just sometimes it doesn't
just takes
go
that
your
one
way.
shot.
Yeah, he
get
just
out of
missed
whack
one
a
or
little
2
bit.
balls. Short race, right?
Yeah.
So I think we'll shut it down and restart it quick. We'll have another match coming up right away. Tyson taking on Kelly Lydiard. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and follow the Facebook and subscribe.